Yeah.
Okay, Battle of Gettysburg. This is Gettysburg.
This is
Seminary Hill.
Seminary Ridge.
Seminary Ridge. I'm an idiot.
That's Cemetery Hill. That's Devil's Den. There's Kate. That's Little Round Top.
Little Riley.
Little Riley.
Okay, so the reason Robert E. Lee wanted to invade the North was, one, because he needed fertile, untouched land to like feed his army or whatever, and they had
Kill the Army of the Potomac.
Yes, and also the congressional elections were coming up, and so he wanted to get like a Southern victory, so there would be less support for the war, and Northern Democrats called Copperheads were able to gain more support in Congress. Also, McClellan was running. The former Union General McClellan was running on a anti-war campaign, so he also wanted him to win the presidency, so the war would end. Yes. Okay. So.
Did the Union win? Did they win?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay. Day one of Gettysburg.
Troop movements.
Confederate army comes through Gettysburg looking for shoes. They meet the Union army. They both freak out and run. And the rebels set up right here.
You need to be pointing with your stick.
On the stick.
There we go.
Yes, on Seminary Ridge. See, there's no stick. Okay, the Union army sets up on Cemetery Hill, all along here, and they have like their battlements and stuff. And they also set up on Little Round Top with Chamberlain or whatever on.
Joshua Chamberlain.
Mr.
Yes.
Chamberlain.
He's from Maine.
Yes. Okay.
He's hot.
So Robert E. Lee is like to his General Ewell, and he tells him to go take. He says, "Take the hill if practicable."
Practicable.
Yes. And so Ewell like runs up through the middle of the field, and then when he gets here, he's kind of like, "No," and
No.
they can't take the hill because it's
That's
all
what Rosa
fortified with
Parks
guns and
said,
stuff. And so they run away. And so that is the conclusion of the first day of the Battle of Gettysburg. Day 2, the Confederates try again, and they come.
They decided they just want to like run through this whole middle part.
No,
like,
no, that's day 3.
Oh,
Okay,
just
day
kidding.
2 is they try to flank the Northern Army by running through here and try to take Little Round Top, but Joshua Chamberlain, who's on the end of the flank,
Mr. Chamberlain's right here.
yes, is like no, and
No!
they have a huge
because they can't withdraw their position or anything.
yeah, or they're like in the whole Union Army.
They're
is
like,
screwed.
what?
Yeah.
Yes,
Let's
and
just
they
have like a
can't
mini
leave.
celebration.
Woo, and Chamberlain managed to drive them off, even though they have like no ammo. My boots. So they have like no anything, like they don't have ammo or anything. Well, they have very little ammo, and they managed to like drive off 5 or 6 charges of Confederate
Using
soldiers.
their bayonets.
Yes. And so they win and they drive
Say it,
the
say it.
rebels back to
Say it,
Seminary Ridge. Okay, day 3, bloodiest battle or bloodiest day of the Civil War.
This is
So-
when they ran through that big fat middle part.
Yes, so they ran through the middle part of the field. It's like 1.5 miles, and like idiots, they just ran straight through.
They got mowed down.
Yeah, basically 7,000 men died in 7 minutes.
Yeah, there's a really big lawnmower.
If you
Yeah.
just look at the stats, like,
Yeah, literally, 7,000 men died
Yeah, I
in
got
7 minutes.
ESPN notifications from that.
Yep, okay.
focus on her, please.
Okay, so then Lee is like, oh God, we screwed up. And he's like, this is my fault. And they all the Confederates retreat out of Gettysburg. That is the end of the Battle of Gettysburg. The Union wins.
Dab.
Woo, okay,
Fierce.
so aftermath of the war.
That's when you turn it off.
That's what
No, you guys talk now.
No, the aftermath of the war was.
Like, well, how did it affect?
Well, Lee had to take a defensive side because he lost so many men.
Like
Yay.
the Army of Northern Virginia never recovered, and it ultimately sealed the South's fate of winning or losing the war. Anything else?
I think you covered it.
Yes.
Yay, the end.